Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am making a video for you guys all about my dental hygiene. Everything that I use on a daily basis, from like my toothbrush, my toothpaste, and mouthwash, and like all that kind of stuff, to how I keep my teeth nice and white. But to give you a short, brief backstory about myself, I just started caring about my dental hygiene maybe like 2 years ago. I had to go do like emergency teeth pulling and all kinds of stuff because I just did not care. I was really embarrassed about my teeth, and yeah, I learned a couple things at the dentist, and I have been implementing those things in my day-to-day routine, and they have definitely dramatically changed how I feel about my teeth and about my mouth, and have made me a lot more confident overall, just because, you know, I feel more confident smiling and talking to people because my mouth, you know, looks a lot more clean and whiter and stuff like that. That is why I'm making this video today. I love these kind of videos. I'm such a nerd. Like, I'll binge watch hygiene videos. They're my favorite. So if you like those kind of videos as well, give this a thumbs up, please, just to let me know that you're into this, and we can kind of dig a little bit deeper into it if you'd like. If you're interested in how I keep my teeth nice and white and maintained, then please just keep watching. So I want to talk about how often I brush my teeth first, and then we're going to get into the toothbrush that I use. First of all, I have made it a habit to start brushing my teeth twice a day, and I know that's super difficult, and I still do not do it every single day. I'm still working on it, but it's very important to brush your teeth in the morning and at night, at least at the minimum. And sometimes I get lazy. Like, I'll eat dinner, I'll have a glass of wine, I'll be on the couch, you know, and I just don't want to get up and do that, but it's important to do. I try to do it while I'm washing my face and just kind of get it over with and kind of get all that nasty stuff out of your mouth before you're sleeping all night, and just kind of creating like a layer of disgust, if that makes sense. The toothbrush that I use is a vibrating toothbrush. That's the most important part about the toothbrush. It doesn't matter the brand and if it's $6 or $80. Honestly, it just matters that it's vibrating. So the one that I use is the Oral-B. Get you guys on a little close shot of that. It's vibrating. Mine's blue. You can change out the batteries by just twisting off the bottom. Usually I'll like change out the batteries once, and then when it's time to replace the batteries the second time, I'll just change out my toothbrush and get a new toothbrush, because it's very important to change your toothbrush out. 3 months or so, and like then I'm on to a new toothbrush. If I get sick, I'm immediately changing my toothbrush over to another one after I'm sick. I'll use like a temp toothbrush in between while I am sick, like a 99-cent toothbrush, just like not a vibrating one, a cheap one, while I'm sick, just to kind of keep me clean. That's super important. But this is the Oral-B. I purchased this at Walmart, $5 I want to say. Probably repurchased this same toothbrush like, I don't know, maybe like 10 times. So it's worked great. I've had other vibrating ones that were similar priced, but like I couldn't like change the batteries out and stuff, and like they would start dying, and then they didn't work as well and stuff like that. That's the toothbrush that I use. And then for toothpaste, I use the Crest 3D White, and I use the Radiant Mint. This is the toothpaste that I use. I do feel like my teeth look whiter after I brush them with this in comparison to some of the other toothpastes that I used. It does say on the front that it removes up to 80% of surface stains. I feel like it does. I've used this for a couple years now, and I really enjoy it. I would buy like the cheap, like $2.50 toothpaste before like just the regular toothpaste, and I don't feel like it worked as well, so I do feel like this is worth, you know, a couple bucks more. That is the toothpaste that I use. Flossing. Flossing is extremely important. I know that people don't like to do it, but once you get into the habit of it, it becomes just something that I do. So honestly, I floss my teeth when I do my makeup, and I know that sounds like weird, but when I sit down to do my makeup, I have a fresh, clear face, right? I'll put some like moisturizer on my lips, and then the first thing I see is like my teeth. They're right there. That's when I'll go in with like my floss picks. So it's usually like in the morning time, after I've brushed my teeth and done everything else. I'll kind of like sit down and do my makeup, and that's when I floss. It works for me. It helps me remember, and that's when I remember to do it, so that's when I do it. So I keep these little floss picks in my vanity area. These are the Dr. Fresh Cool Floss. Got a little bit of them left, but I got these at Big Lots for $1, and I'll use these most of the time, but I always do have like regular mint waxed floss. This is just like a Publix brand one that I have also, just in case we like really need to like get in there and like get going. Traditionally, I use just like the picks on like a day-to-day basis. When I sit down to do my makeup, I'll just kind of go in, and I got some big teeth too, you know, so you want to like get the stuff out of there. You want to get it out. That is the floss that I use on a day-to-day basis. So next is mouthwash, and the kind that I like is the alcohol free. So it says like 0 alcohol on it. This is the Freshman. It's the purple one. It's the Listerine Total Care. Again, 0 alcohol, so it's not like burning like crazy, but it's still doing what it's supposed to be doing. This is what I use. I need to repurchase, clearly. I'm an empty girl right here. This item right here, this has made me feel like such a fresher difference in my mouth by scraping my tongue with a tongue brush. And this is what it looks like. I got like a black one right here, but it has like these little bristles right here, and you literally just stick your tongue out and like scrape, rinse it, and then you just scrape all that like gunky white stuff off your tongue that I'm so disgusted by. I notice people when they're talking, I'll notice that like first. Like I'll notice how their like tongue looks. I know that's kind of weird, but if you have like that nasty white tongue film layer, I'm disgusted. It's nasty. This has changed my life. This item I want to say was like maybe $6 or $7, still super affordable, and it makes such a big difference. After I like brush my teeth, I will go in with that tongue scraper and just kind of get all that nasty glunk out of your mouth. Just a little tip for you guys, if you take your left hand and you put your thumb in it and kind of hold it like this with your thumb in there, when you're like doing it, it'll prevent you from gagging. I know it's kind of like nasty to be like digging like back into your tongue with that tongue scraper, but as far back as you can go, it's gonna, you know, prevent you from having a nasty mouth with all that stuff just chilling and laying on top of your tongue, that bacteria, the germs, the smell. That is probably my favorite item like in my oral hygiene routine, because it does make a drastic difference like instantly within like 2 minutes of using it. So I don't have any white strips on me, but I rarely use white strips. I probably have purchased maybe 2 boxes of white strips my entire life, so I don't use them often. I have used them a few times to kind of give me that like rebirth of like freshness, and then I'll start that like nice maintenance like every day, every night, mouthwash, floss, and it'll kind of maintain like that white freshness, if that makes sense. So I don't have a box with me. I'll pop it up on the screen though. I use the Crest 3D, the glamorous whites. They're usually like 30, 40 bucks. Purchase them on Amazon. That honestly is the only thing that I use to whiten my teeth. So I drink a lot of coffee, and I notice that my teeth will start to like get that yellow kind of front discoloration if I'm not using straws when I'm drinking my coffee. I try to remember to do this every day. I drink coffee at least once a day. Sometimes I have 2 a day. That's the most important thing probably out of all this, is if I'm drinking coffee every day and I'm just letting that coffee hit my teeth, I'm gonna have yellow, nasty teeth. And that's just, you know, the common sense of it. If I can use a straw, it's going right back into my throat, and I'm preventing that stain and that discoloration on my teeth. Using straws and then just kind of keeping that maintenance going has changed my teeth drastically. The white strips, they're nice to do like every once in a while, you know, go ahead and get you some white strips and like give you a refreshment or something, but then maintain it by brushing, flossing, using straws, all that kind of stuff to kind of keep them nice and white for a long time. Let me go into cavities a little bit, because I have unfortunately had to deal with those in my life. I chew a lot of gum. I'm talking to people. My job consisted of me being in people's face, talking to them all the time. I talk a lot at my job. I have to have fresh breath. So I'm constantly drinking water. I always have water next to me to keep my mouth nice and fresh. But I also have sugar-free mints and gum with me all the time. Like, all the time. So I always purchase the same kind. I found a kind that I love. I've purchased a bunch of different kinds and tried them all out, different kinds of sugar-free gum and mints and things like that. But the extra, the Polar Ice flavor is the kind of gum, Graham, that I use. These are the chewy ones, which are okay. It's super important that it's sugar-free to prevent cavities. I, again, have had cavities, and the first thing that my dentist asked me was, do you chew a lot of gum? Are you having a lot of sweets and a lot of sugar and things like that? And I love sweets, I love sugar, and I chew a lot of gum. So I'm pretty much just like setting myself up for cavities. To prevent them, I'm keeping my maintenance going. I'm always doing those things, but then I'm also using sugar-free alternatives. If I'm eating something sweet, I'll eat that, and then I'll instantly go brush my teeth to prevent those cavities. And then also sugar-free options with like gum and mints and things like that, if you do either use those often, which I do use gum like every single day. I'm obsessed. I have to have gum to feel that like nice, fresh, clean feeling. So I hope there's something that you guys can take away from this. I understand that the dentist is super expensive and not everyone can afford to go often. It's unfortunate because it is expensive, and that's, you know, one of the large reasons that I didn't take care of my teeth is I told myself I couldn't afford it. But there's so many options of things that you can learn without actually having to go to the dentist yourself. Obviously, I recommend going, getting a cleaning, doing an x-ray, doing all that, taking care of your teeth, but also research things, watch other videos like this, and hopefully you can pull something away from it and kind of start to feel a little bit more confident, you know, enjoy your smile a little bit more without having to spend a ton of money, because everything that I use, that I talked about, is super affordable. And as long as you do it on a daily basis, or, you know, no one's perfect, we all, you know, forget to do it every now and then. As long as you're doing it consistently, it'll change your mouth and it'll change how you feel and the confidence that you have. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and if you'd like another hygiene video, please comment down below. I am super open to whatever kind of videos that you guys like. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me. See you guys later. Bye.